ביאור משנה ח' העבודה במקדש התחילה בכל יום עם עלות השחר. The service in the temple started every day with dawn. When dawn started, the work started. What was the first thing that he used to do? Even before the sacrifice, by the way, בהרמת הדשן מעל המזבח. So remember, the previous night, all the sacrifices were continuously burning on the mizbeach. So the first, on the altar. So the first thing they need to do was to remove all the dirt, all the ashes from the altar. They had to clean it. So that was the first job they did before anything else. כמו שכתוב, like it says, והרים את הדשן אשר תאכל האש. It says, and you should clean, you should elevate the deshen, whatever was burnt, אשר תאכל האש, what the fire burnt, את העולה, the sacrifices על המשבח, ושמו אצל המזבח. So they would take all the ashes and they put it next to the altar. היינו, שהכהן היה נוטל במחטה גחלים, that the Kohen used to take with a shovel, with a dustpan, the coals, כשיעור מלוא הקומץ מתוך המוקד של המזבח, he used to take it from the fire that's on the altar, ונותן במזרחו של כבש המזבח. And he used to give it on the east of the ramp. עבודה זו נקראת תרומת הדשן. This is called the truma of the ashes. משנתנו בא ללמד, our Mishnah comes to teach, שזמן תרומת הדשן שונה היה ביום הכיפורים וברגלים ובכל יום. That it had a different time in Yom Kippur, on other holidays, and in a regular day. It depends on which day, what time it was done. So let's see. בכל יום תורמים את המזבח. So every day, how was it done? When did you take out the ashes from the altar? How would you begin the work? תורם כהן את הדשן מעל המזבח. The Kohen is taking the ashes from on the מזבח, כמו שביארנו, like we explained, בקריאת הגבר או סמוך לו, in the calling of the rooster, yeah, or next to it. In other words, when the rooster crows, whenever the rooster crows, קריאת הגבר is usually, גבר in Hebrew, it means תרנגול. It can also mean קריאת הגבר, the גבר of the בית המקדש. There used to be a guy who says, hey, it's time to start the work. So whichever way you want to learn it. בין לפניו, בין לאחריו, but around that time of the dawn, let's call it. He's going to explain. בגמרא נחלקו בפירושו של הביטוי קריאת הגבר. In the Gemara, there's a disagreement, what does it mean, the calling of the גבר? יש מפרשים, בזמן קריאת התרנגול. There are those who explain, it's the time that the rooster crows. ויש מפרשים, בשעה שקורא הכרוז, עמדו הכהנים ולמדותכם. Or some says it's the time that the guy who's responsible for the Kohanim used to wake everybody up. Whichever one it is, it's the same time around. Doesn't matter. כמו ששנינו במסכת שקלים. Like we said in מסכת שקלים, there used to be a guy who used to wake. His job was to wake everybody up. He was everybody's alarms clock. ולפי הרמב"ם, according to the רמב"ם, זמן תרומת הדשן בכל יום הוא משיעלה עמוד השחר. According to the Rambam, the time every day is when Amud HaShachar comes, when dawn starts. But miyom HaKippurim, b'yom Kippur, you don't wait for dawn. When do you do it? Michatzot halayla. The high priest does it at midnight. At midnight, like almost 6 hours before, he's going to do it. בגמרא מבואר, in the Gemara it explains why, שמשום חולשת הכהן גדול, עושים את תרומת הדשן מחצות. It says because over here, the Kohen Gadol, to shovel all the ashes over there, it's a hard job. And the Kohen Gadol, throughout the day, he didn't eat. You don't want him to wake up in the morning tired, and he's got a lot of work to do. He's going to make him tired. You don't want to make him tired. So he does it at midnight.
He's up anyway, so he'll get some work done.
Yeah. וכותבים בעלי התוספות, and the בעלי תוספות write, שמכאן משמע, so from here we learn שאפילו תרומת הדשן שהיא עבודת הלילה, אינה קשורה אלא בכהן גדול. So from here we learn that in the day of Yom Kippur, the Kohen Gadol needs to do the jobs, as we're going to learn. I don't know if we learned it before. Yeah, the Kohen Gadol needs to do the job. And even the thing that you can do at night, because it says the work of the Kohen in the day of Yom Kippur. So you would think, if Trumat HaDeshen, if the ashes can be moved on tonight, then it's not necessarily has to be done by the Kohen. Now we learn, no, it has to be done by the high priest. ולפיכך מקדימים אותם. So therefore we make it earlier. כדי שינוח בין עבודה זו לעבודת היום, so that you will have time physically to rest, not to sleep, to rest between that service and the other service. ויש סוברים, and there are those who hold, שאומנם תרומת הדשן נעשה בידי כהן אחר. It says, no, it's not necessary to do by the high priest because it's at night. It can be done by any other Kohen. אלא שכוונת הגמרא היא, but the Gemara tells שלפיכך מקדמים לתרום תרומת הדשן מחצות הלילה. It says, this is why you do it from midnight, כדי שימצא הכהן הגדול מוכן כל מה שצריך לעבודתו מיד כשדמות השחר. Whichever way you want to do it. In the morning, he has a lot of work to do. The high priest does that day, so you make it sure that from the morning he can go. Everything is prepared. Whether he prepares it, whether somebody else prepared it, it has to be prepared. Code.
How they figured out what was midnight?
Yeah, easy. You measure the time and you know what midnight.
What were they keeping time? Like sand?
Water, sand, whatever they use in the time. Yeah, they had clocks, water clocks, sand clocks. Whatever. Candles, a lot of time they used to burn candles and they will see how much it burns. There's many ways to do it. קודם שיהיה רעב וחלש. So you want him to do it before he's hungry and weak. וברגלים, what happens in holidays? In other words, so we know in a regular day it was done in the morning. You have enough time to do it. And also in a regular day, the high priest doesn't need to do anything. Yeah, most of the jobs can be done by everybody else. We're going to see on Yom Kippur, he has to do everything. He has to bring the tamid, he has to bring the other things. He has a lot of work in Yom Kippur. So all the job is by him. But in every other day, it's not going to become tired. And he can eat also. It's not a problem. וברגלים, שקורבנות הרבה קרבים בהם, what about other holidays, where you have a lot of sacrifices, just before the holiday, והדשן מרובה במקום הערכה. And therefore you have a lot of ashes that was burnt at night on the altar. ורבים מקדימים לבוא לעזרה. Not only that, during the holidays, everybody wants to get his sacrifices done immediately. Imagine Pesach. You're going to wait to the afternoon to do it. No, you want it immediately in the morning to come and do it. So from the morning, there was a line already inside. People would wait by the gate to go inside. On a regular day, people would come at 10, 11, you can have the whole day. But on the holidays, everybody wants to get busy. So when do you do it in the holidays? מהשמורה הראשונה. You would do it from the first guarding. מקדימים לתרום תרומת הדשן. What's the first guarding? You go early to clean out the altar from the ashes. מסוף השמורה הראשונה. From the end of the first השמורה. What is the end of the first השמורה? היינו מסוף השליש הראשון של הלילה. From the first third of the night. In other words, you divide the night into hours. From the end of the first third, that's when you would do it. ולא הייתה קריאת הגבר מגעת ברגלים, and it wasn't the rooster or the dawn in the רגלים, עד שהייתה אזהרה מלאה מישראל. Because as soon at dawn already, the people were already in the temple completely full. שהביאו קורבנותיהם כדי להקריאם מיד אחר תמיד השחר, because they wanted to do it immediately as dawn came, because they were busy. They're going to have prepared the whole meal for the holidays. בעל תפארת ישראל כותב, בעל תפארת ישראל writes, ואפשר שהפסקה האחרונה, it's possible that the last verse, ולא הייתה קריאת הגבר מגעת עד שהייתה עזרה מלאה מישראל, it says, even before the Kohen used to wake up the other Kohanim, already everything was full of Jews, מוספת גם על יום הכיפורים. That goes on also on יום כיפור. שאף ביום הכיפורים הייתה עזרה מלאה מישראל, שבאו לראות ואת הכהן גדול. That even in יום כיפור, all the nation was there. Why? They don't have to do any sacrifices, but they all wanted to see the high priest doing his work because it was some vision to see such majesty in the temple.